All right, folks. Hey, last day of 2021, reflecting back on my 3 years of retirement. There's a lot of videos and a lot of information, a lot of how-to out there on YouTube, which is fantastic. Helped me with, what's the math around retirement? How much you need to save? Where's your investments need to be? How big does it need to be? Blah, 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 all those kind of things. But, sitting here on a Friday, December 31st, 2021, I was just thinking, man, what are the priceless, little gifts that retirement brings you that nobody really talks about? I'm not talking about going on this exotic vacation and not going into work every day, not having expectations by a boss and all those kind of things, working a job or a career even. But what are those just simple things that, retirees all know, but really don't talk about too much that just are so cool, so cool. So I listed 7 of them here, and I call them the priceless pleasures of retirement. Okay. No particular order, by the way. Um, and I guess what prompted me to start this list was, I run into people every other day that say, I'm not ready to retire yet. I love my job. And, I just smile. And, most of the time I say, good for you. But, like I've left in other videos, the vast majority of people, there's a reason. There's a few of them that, hey, truly love their job. But most people, there's an underlying reason. The most common is they're not prepared financially. And then also may not have a hobby to go to, not thinking about what they're going to do with their time, just all kinds of reasons. But it's rarely, I like my job. Very rare, let's say that. So, I was having a conversation with a buddy of mine, and, I just thought of this list and thought I would share it with this group here. Okay, in no particular order. Number 1, a total lack of chaos, deadlines, competing priorities. When you're working full time and you got a family, you got a spouse, you got a house, and all these events going on, it's just stressful. There's just a lot of things going on in retirement. You can see from my face, just a total lack of chaos. You do what you want to do on your time. If you got something to do during the day, usually it's 1 or 2 things, and you can push them off. You can, if something better comes along, just a total lack of that chaos, that drama of like, oh my gosh, I got 7 things to do today. How am I going to get them done? You just don't have that in retirement. That's probably number 1. As I look at this list. Number 2, and this may sound simple, but it's grand. No alarm clock. I set my alarm clock maybe twice a month. I'm well rested. I don't take naps anymore. I used to take naps, probably every Saturday and Sunday I'd fall asleep somewhere on the couch watching football or golf or something. Not that I'm a big fan of those. I just put them on because they'll put me to sleep. But not having an alarm clock, folks, getting a little extra sleep, quality sleep, not waking up to the buzz. Even if you play nice music when you're waking up, it's still startling. Number 3, big one, time to spend with family and friends. I ran into a guy at the store today, and we talked for 20 minutes. I wouldn't have done that pre-retirement. I would have had things to do, places to go, people to see. But I talked to him for 20 minutes. It's just a great, great conversation. I have longer conversations with family and friends on the phone. I talked to somebody, a family member yet last night for about an hour. And this is going to sound bad, but, it really is true. But, I'm at the point in my life, I'm 57 now, where my parents and my friends' parents, my aunts and uncles, a lot of them are passing on. And I'm going to those funerals, those out-of-town funerals that no way would I have gone to when I was working. Funerals on a Thursday. Okay, we're there. And I get to meet the cousins I haven't seen in years because they live, 1,000 miles away. But, and spending a couple days there instead of, not going at all. Just absolutely priceless time with family and friends that you can't do with the chaos that is your life. Okay, hey, folks, Slight pause here. You'll notice some links below the text of this video. You hit that. I have some products that I really am proud of and think they can help you. One is, coaching, mentoring, or consulting help from me. That's the first one you'll come to. I also got a resume process that works. Most resumes are pretty rough. Most interviews are pretty rough. So I got some interview pointers, and I got how to ask for a raise. Check those out. Those are all with 100% money back guarantee. So if you click on those and don't like what you see within 10 days, 100% back on those. So I'm really wanting to make an impact on how people interview and how people write their resumes, because quite frankly, it's pretty poor, and I have information to help you out there. Coaching, I love doing the coaching. I do 4 to 5 a week, and I've got time for more. So I'm offering 100% back on those. And I've had to return money one time to somebody, and it's really because they asked for coaching that I wasn't a subject matter expert on at all. And I just said, I could talk about this, but I'm not the expert on this. So, anyway, that's the only time I did give money back. So, hey, back to the list. We're on number 4. Flexible travel plans. I've traveled a lot. We've been on vacation maybe 10 weeks this year. It's been a great year, and that was restricted with COVID. So hopefully this next year will be even bigger than that. But the flexibility, I didn't set hotel plans on any of these trips. We just went. We'll stay here a few days if we like it. We went out to Utah. It was a trip I'll use as an example. We'll stay here 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, whatever we want. Then we'll go on to the next thing. You don't have to have these rigid travel plans. Say, oh, we got to pack everything in 2 days. We got to do it all. No, take 2 days, take 3 days, take 4 days. Do it at a calm, leisurely pace and see everything. Make it enjoyable. That pace of life through even your travel plans is enabled by retirement, because you don't have a 1 week vacation. It can be 2 weeks, it can be 3 weeks, it can be 4, and whatever. Pretty cool. Number 5. Don't think I have Alzheimer's here, but it's kind of funny. This happened to me yesterday. I forgot what day of the week it was. Could you imagine that you're so relaxed, that you're so stress free, that you say, is today Wednesday or Thursday? Probably happens to be 2 or 3 times a month. I forget what day it is. And there's just no way in my work career I'd ever forget about what day it is, because I've got this by when, I got this date, I got this meeting, I got this presentation, I got this, and this. All that is a 10-pound weight around your neck, folks, that you don't even know you got. So forgetting what day it is just reminds me that I have low stress. Very cool pleasure of retirement. Number 6 is helping neighbors. 2 examples. One neighbor had a shutter fall down off their house. It's a decorative device on the outside of their house. It fell down on the 2nd story, and and I asked this neighbor was 80 years old, and I went and put it back up for him. And I saw it sitting down in their yard for about 4 days, and I went up and asked him if I could fix it, and he goes, "Well, yeah," And just helping somebody out. He didn't pay me. I didn't ask for any money. Didn't want any money. He wanted conversation. He's a widower, and just we had a great conversation, and I was able to help him out. Also, for another neighbor, he had some limbs come down in his yard, tree limbs that he didn't have a chainsaw. I went up there with didn't even ask him. Went up there in his yard and just started cutting on the wood that was laying in his yard. I was wanting it to be a surprise. Then he came out of his house, heard me, and then helped me, and I, just had a great conversation with him. So helping out neighbors, people that are in need, just fantastic. I love doing that. And the last one, this is incredibly important to me as well, but spending time with my mom and dad. They do live in the same town, maybe 30 minutes away. But, Dad's 85 today. And my mom is 83, and how much longer are they going to be around? And I could spend time with them. I can just show up at their house. I can help them do some, yard work around their house. I can just sit out on the porch. My dad and I, once a month, we go to a presentation at the local wartime museum. And, that's a couple-hour event. Just time that there's no way I'd be spending this carefree time, not on an agenda, not rushed with the holidays, and just carefree time with my parents. What's that worth? So these 7 things, folks, are just priceless things that people don't think about that retirement allows you to have. And it's a great journey to be on. And if I can help you out in any way, check out one of the links below. I got several packages of things that can help you out. Send me an email, send me a comment. I respond to 100% of them, but sometimes you guys send a lot of them, and I'm gonna get a little behind. So this is Joe out.